What's up, my name's Devin, also go by Infinite or Proud by Infinite, and today I'm gonna show y'all how I made the beat On My Mama from Mozzy off the new album, you feel me? Real quick, if you're sitting there like, yo, Infinite, what's that fly shirt you got on right there? Man, I'm trying to tell y'all right now, it's the Nostalgia Bank t-shirt. As y'all know, I dropped the Nostalgia Bank a little bit ago. I thought the artwork was fire, so I'm like, bro, I'm gonna put it on a t-shirt, put it on the website, and just see if people rock with it, you feel me? So if this is something that you do want to get, first link in the description. All right, bro, let's get into it. I'm going to be 100% honest with y'all. At the time of recording, I don't know if the song made it on the album. I talked to management, I talked to lawyers, I signed contracts, and it's currently April 8th. The album comes out on the 19th, and we'll find out if it's on there. So the first thing we got here is the Stage 73 V2, the Looking for Stevie preset, and I got this melody right here. That took forever. So y'all know me, I'm like the West Coast guy and everything like that. I was just in a mode where I was making a lot of West Coast stuff, and I was like, you know what, I need to switch it up and just make something a little bit more abstract. So that's where this came in. Okay, basically what I did was I opened up Ripcord. I got one of the presets. I don't remember exactly which one it was, but then I did that. I hooked it up to the Rhodes, and I just did a whole bunch of pressing and stuff like that, and I just came up with this chord progression. But what I did to make it more unique was I took those chords and I broke them out and I strummed them out. I went in, I did little chops just to add a whole bunch of movement and just make it really creative. And then I even took some parts, tossed it up an octave, because like if you look at the chord right here, it's the same thing. I just went crazy on the editing. Effects, just the EQ, cutting out the low end, saving room for the bass. And the next thing, I just wanted to add a bass, so I got the dub bass preset and I put no effects on. I just turned it down to the mix, and I really just copied the root notes from the chords, and that's it. Now that I had these two things set down, I felt like I had like a really good foundation. So after that, it was really just adding things to make it more interesting, because when you hear these two things by itself, you don't really need to add too much else afterwards. You just really need to add like accents and layers and stuff like that. So that's what I did. Accents, layers, and things like that. You feel me? So the first thing I did was I got this sound source lead, which is from Max Shooter. Yeah, so shout out to the bro, you feel me? And I did this lead pattern. And then if you look right here, there's a giant space. Instead of just making the whole pattern with this lead right here, I switched it up to this right here. It's basically the same pattern, but it's just a different preset, and I just like have them going alternating throughout the loop. And then for these two leads, these are the effects I have on them. Just Valhalla Vintage Verb. A lot of it, by the way, 45% is kind of crazy. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. I wish I could like justify and explain why I use that much. I was just like, hey, I like reverb. And then after that, I just put this EQ on, cutting out like basically all the lows, ducking down some of the highs, and then some of the high mids as well, because that first lead was like very sharp. Next thing, I got this synth key from Loner. I really be using my homie stuff, bro. So shout out to the bros, shout out Loner, shout out Max Shooter. I was using Synth Diaries heavy during this period, bro. And I basically just copied over like the Rhodes pattern that we went over in the beginning. But this is just to add layers, just make it sound more interesting. Now for that, reverb, EQ, nothing too crazy. So now that when I had all of this right here, the loop was basically done, but I just wanted to be extra. So I just threw in like mad different textures, effects, accents, loops and stuff like that. I got this little one-shot accent from Loner. Which is like super hard, but like all I did was just chop out the first bar right here and I kind of just like faded it out, and then I linked some delay over to this sound so it can kind of like ring out because I just wanted that first hit. Yeah, and then after that I just threw on this texture right here. This is just like basically like white noise, and then another little accent from Loner. All I did was just EQ, pancake. This is basically just making it pan left to right. Another little, oh no, this is just a one shot. This isn't even like an accent. I just liked how it sounded. So I just chopped it out and I did like this little fade thing right here. So it's just kind of like a little blip, you know? Then after that, I went to Splice and I got this little percussion loop right here. And I just chopped it up and just made it sound like how I wanted it to sound. So yeah, it's just adding like character and texture to the loop and everything like that. And then lastly, I threw on these vocals right here, bro. Great vocals. Vocals are fire. And with that being said, this is what the loop ended up sounding like. Now let's get on to the drums that I did. Crazy. I did drums on a placement. Because dude, I feel like 90% of my placements are all loops. All right, so as you can see right here by the loop, Heroes, D sharp minor, 77 BPM. But if we look at the BPM right here in the project for the BPM warriors, you feel me? It's 98 BPM. I want to say like a couple months or maybe even a couple weeks after I made that loop, I was like, what would it sound like if it was a Flint beat? So I took the loop, I pitched it up 200 cents. So instead of D sharp minor, we are in F minor. And then I just laid down like simple drums. Like if you look right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drum sounds, and then maybe like what, 1, 2, 3 effects, which are all what, risers. Super simple, a lot of space for the artist and everything. So the first thing I did was I got the belt snare, which is, yep. And instead of putting the clap on every single hit like this right here, I ended up putting one kind of like delayed, and I had that going like alternating throughout the pattern. And then I just got like a super simple hi-hat pattern. And if you listen to it, bro, it's really just that little 3 count that we be doing in like West Coast stuff. It's just that repeated over multiple times in different spaces, and then small little rolls like this right here. But I don't know what to say, bro. I was just trying to be really simple. I felt like the melody had so much going on that like if I did drums that had a lot going on too, it's like it just wouldn't really be the move. You feel me? Also, by the way, all the drum sounds are available in the multiverse kit. So if you want drums that are placement level ready, industry standard level that didn't make sense. But basically, if you want drums that like can actually get placements and stuff like that, gatekeepsounds.com. You feel me? After that, I got this open hat right here, the Andromeda one. Just a short open hat, nothing crazy. And then the Anomaly 808 right here, super simple. It's really just hitting that 3 count, and then I'm just throwing in a couple more high pitched ones at the end right here. So something I like to do. Like, dude, I feel like me breaking down the drums on this record is just so like boring because it's like so simple. It's like, I'm like, what do I say, bro? I don't know. And then I just got this little tambourine one shot right here. That's it. And then just some risers right here. These are all available in my kits, whether it be the multiverse one or the infinite go-to one. And that's that. And then, you know, you got my tag right here.
Hey, go ahead, Infinite.
Yeah. So with that being said, this is what the full loop sounds like, brother. Full beat, I mean. But yeah, you get the point though, you feel me?
Hey, go ahead, Infinite.
Sir. So if you like the video, hit the like. If you want to comment, throw a comment. If you want to sub, hit the sub. And remember, if you want dope industry level sound kits, analog lab banks, and even shirts, brother, gatekeepsounds.com. I'm out. Peace.